So just for this video, I know that girls can also propose, and so I'm just gonna say he throughout the video just because it's easier for me to just say he, because that's what happened to me, and it'll just take way too long if I keep repeating he, she, or yada yada. So for now, it's just gonna be he, so that's that. Hey guys! Don't mind if you hear the wind, it is super windy today. But yeah, so today's video is going to be a little, you know, something that I thought maybe would be funny to talk about, something that I obviously experienced, and maybe you're thinking that your significant why can I not say this word? Significant other may be thinking about or almost ready to propose to you. So these are some hints that happened to me, that might be happening to you or will happen to you, so on and so forth. So let's get started. The first thing is that he is acting a little off, and you can just tell that there's something a little bit sneaky. He's acting different, but not in the way that you would think that he's done something wrong, like cheating or killed your cat or dog or whatever. Is just something a little off with him. And one of those like shady things that he could be doing would be like not letting you see his phone, because maybe he's looking at photos, or he's purchased one, or he has information about a certain area that he wants to take you to do it. Now, number two, my fiance definitely did this. I mean, he was kind of broke at the time, but also he was very, very frugal with his money, right up until basically like the month of him proposing, because I'm pretty sure he wanted to make sure that he saved all the money, and so that he could just pay for it instead of going into debt or yada yada. So he was very, very frugal, and I was the one who was like paying for everything at the time. So yeah. Now this third reason, or hint I should say, is I always told him that if he was going to propose that he would have to ask my parents first for permission, and I always told him that you always have to do that. So I always would kind of make, like, I would kind of always keep an eye on my parents as well. Like if they ever brought it up, or with their actions, if I was talking about it, or, you know, and but in the end he never asked permission first. Yeah. So I didn't really have any hints there, but if he does ask your parents first and you're close with your parents, or talk with your parents about it, and if they act weird about it, maybe they know something that you don't know. So that could be another hint, again with siblings or best friends as well. So another one is if you wear rings, like I used to always wear one on my middle finger, or sometimes on this side of the ring finger. Sometimes he would just like take my ring off and like put it on his pinky, and I'm pretty sure he was using that as a size measurement, because I didn't know my size. But I think he was using that as kind of a size measurement to see what is close to my size, so that when he probably went and picked out the ring, he probably put it on his pinky, and like if it fit kind of tight, he'd probably be like, yeah, that's probably around her size. So if he does something like that, then he's probably checking your size, so that could be another big hint. So that could be another big sign, is body language in himself, but also other friends, but also kind of joking about it, or maybe trying to throw you off by saying, oh, it's probably not going to happen for another year or a couple of years or something like that, just to throw you off guard. So yeah, because that's what happened to me. But you just gotta listen for those hints, but you don't want to ruin it too much for yourself as well. Now this one, again, Aaron did for me as well, is make like romantic dinner plans just for no reason, but his kind of like his reason was that he was he was passing his EMR course, and then we were gonna go out for dinner, and I was supposed to be the one taking him out for dinner for celebration. And he, like 2 weeks or the week before, he was like, oh, like, why don't we go to the Calgary Tower, which is like kind of fancy and like expensive. And I was like, oh, why the Calgary Tower? Like, that's pretty pricey, and like, I mean, we're celebrating your passing, but like, that's a little much. So things like that are kind of like, why is he planning like maybe even a vacation just randomly, or like a horseback riding trip on Sunset, like just one night. That's something just totally weird, and that he might have some weird excuse for. So that's another thing. So those are a few hints that happened to me. Some of them didn't, but that might be hints and clues if your significant other is going to be proposing to you. Sometimes there is no hint. If they're like me, I am a great secret keeper. Like, I will not say anything about anything. I won't say anything to anyone. I mean, if I say anything to anyone, like, lock. I'm pretty good with keeping secrets. Aaron is not. So I could kind of tell that it was going to be happening, and I just didn't know how soon or what, but it happened, and I'm so happy. But yeah, so take these hints and to keep them in your mind for when you might be suspicious a little bit. And yeah, because then most likely these hints are pretty accurate. I even questioned myself. I was like, no, like, I'm just probably getting way too ahead of myself, but I was completely right, and all the hints were totally spot on and 100% what I thought they were. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed these hints. Thank you for watching if you watched all the way through, and I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh yeah, hello, say hello. Say hello.